when your designers are here.
I'm Anita with Cedar Hill Farmhouse.
And I'm Yvonne at Stone Gable.
And I'm Kelly at My Soulful Home.
And we have tips and tricks and decorating advice for you. So let's get started.
Decorating bathrooms.
Oh, this is perfect for me.
Well, everyone's got one.
Well, we're starting to think about renovating our master bath. So I'm excited to hear what tips you have for my bathroom.
Oh, well, I know. Super. And, we've got to redo our bathroom at the mountain house that we're renting out. So I'm looking for some ideas too.
So everyone's got a bathroom.
Hopefully, yes.
Lots of people have more than one bathroom, or the powder, or the half.
I have 5.
But you remember those days?
Nobody needs to have 5 bathrooms.
I don't
but when I was a kid, I remember we just had one.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, well, yeah.
One in a powder. That's right.
Oh, no, there was no powder. There was just one.
Oh, really? Just one?
Oh, yeah. And then, if you come home from a trip, there'd just be a huge rush for that one bathroom.
Oh, my gosh, of course. Okay, so, if you've got one or you got more, they should be functional and beautiful. And today we have lots of ideas and tips and inspiration for you to make your bathroom the bathroom of your dreams.
Oh, I love that. My keyword is functional and fabulous. I love those two words together. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, well, obviously a bathroom has to function well. So
absolutely.
Let's talk about that first. So let's get the foundation right. If you are creating a bathroom in a new build, or you're renovating a bathroom, Yvonne, what do you think you should have in there to make it the most functional it can be?
Number one thing that we've been doing is putting in, they're called comfort height toilets.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they're a little as well.
Oh, they're a little taller. They're between 17 and 19 inches high from the floor to the seat. Huge difference. It's, much more convenient. And also, I know some of these low flow toilets now are being made. Ours are, where they have a lot of, they can suck down a bag of golf balls or, things like that.
Wow.
So you want to get the low flow toilet.
So for the golfers out there.
Yes,
I knew this would go the wrong direction.
My husband's a golfer, so. But they have low flow, which is good for the environment.
Yes,
but they not good for the golf balls.
But not good for the golf balls. But now they have them that they're low flow, and they can. They have great flushing power. So that's something you want to.
Wow, we really dove into functionality there.
Definitely,
Anita, I wish I had asked you to start.
Yes, because I would have said that one of my must-haves is a
Florentine tissue box.
Pretty much.
Mm-hmm. Hey, listen, function before fabulous, okay?
No, wait a minute. This is functional. This is functional too.
It's functional
but it's
and fabulous.
Fabulous also is that when I designed the bathroom, I had them put plugs in these pull-out drawers.
I do like that.
I love that idea.
My hairdryer plugs in there, excuse me, and our electric toothbrushes, because the electric toothbrushes end up on your countertop plugged in.
They do.
I cannot stand, I have to have them because I love them, because, kind of a clean freak there, but they look terrible sitting out.
Now, that's exactly how mine are. We have that base with our electric toothbrushes sitting out, and I'm literally taking notes because that's something I'm going to ask whoever's going to be the person to do all of our cabinetry and our master bath. I'm going to ask them to do that. Great tip, Anita.
That's a great tip. It really is. Like Yvonne has that plug in her mantle. I'm still thinking about that.
Yes,
yes. I know. I should have done that.
Hey, almost as good as the tall toilet one, but the comfort height toilet. But that is
so nobody's
awesome.
Tried the squatty potty, huh?
No, we got rid of those.
Go measure mine. I don't know mine is comfort.
Well,
I'm sure it's not a regular one.
No, you would know, because if you have comfort size and you go to somebody's house who doesn't, it's like you're literally squatting. Compared to how it is, the others are.
No, let's not talk about this anymore.
Right. I feel like I'm falling.
But,
okay, I get it.
But it's functional, so we need to.
Okay. Okay, and there's
let's
also...
not talk about the toilet anymore, please.
Okay, we're done with that. We've covered that.
Yes, I have a very comprehensive post on low flow toilets. So on my blog. So I'll add that to the show
notes.
So everybody, if they need to have that info, they can read it there.
Okay.
Okay, and then there's another thing about the cabinetry height or counter height in a bathroom that I think is an important point. Anita, do you want to talk about that?
Well, we went with the taller height, but I'm going to have to go measure it to see what the actual height is. But it's not the standard countertop height. We went a couple inches taller, which is what the new houses in our neighborhood, that's what they do. They go a couple inches taller in the kitchen and in the bathrooms. You don't really notice it until you go to a bathroom that doesn't have the extra
it's
height.
wonderful.
And then it feels really low.
It does.
And I'm not a super tall person. I'm average height. But that taller
There's nothing
countertop-
average about you, sweetheart.
Oh, darling.
Well, see, Anita, I am tall. And we
How
have...
tall are you?
Well, I used to be 5'10", but I'm 5'8". I shrunk. I mean, I shrunk a lot. But anyway...
5'10"?
I'm 5'10". Well, I'm 5'8" now, but I used to be 5'10". But anyway, we have the
Too many hot showers? How does that happen?
No, it just is from arthritis in my back, I'm pretty sure. But no, I'm good. I'm good. Hey, I could conquer the world, so I'm good.
She can.
I know it.
But anyway, our bathroom, our hallway bathroom has the high countertops. We had a beautiful Carrara marble cabinet put in, and it's so nice to go in there. Like when I'm cleaning, I'm thinking, wow, this is really high, this feels nice. And then I go into our master, and we still haven't, they're 21 years old, and I'm thinking, we got to get some high ones in here. It makes a big difference in how comfortable it is.
Yeah, I think that's a good point. I must have the higher ones because I am not 5'8" or 5'10". I'm almost 5'4", and
almost.
But on a good day, and so I noticed the counter heights, and I'm very particular about them, and I do like, even though being a smaller person, I do like them a little higher, and I know that they are higher.
Oh, that's good to know that as somebody that has a smaller stature would actually like the higher ones.
Because I don't have like gorilla arms, right? So your arms still are like where you're it feels comfortable where your elbow bends, whether it's in the kitchen or in the bathroom.
I just don't think a standard height of countertop in a bathroom or a kitchen is just really good for about anybody. I think it's too short for almost everybody.
It's not as good for your back, that's for sure.
It makes you slump over. Okay, so we have our bathroom, and we talked about toilets. Now we talked about the counter height. Let's discuss for a moment then the options for showering or bathing, and then we'll get into the other more fabulous sections.
This is really near and dear to my heart right now because, again, we had a hall bath that we just did, and we went with a tub that had a shower attachment all in it. But then for our master bath, like it's larger than our very first master bedroom that we had in a house. Yeah. So it's a nice large space, and we have a shower, and we also have one of those, now it's again 21 years old, one of those big soaker tubs, like one of those big spa tubs. No, not a soaker tub, but like a spa tub with the jets and everything, and it was all tiled in and platformed up.
Right. Very hot at one time. Very 1990s. I think, right?
And that's when we had our house built. Yeah. I haven't used it in, oh my gosh, years and years.
Yeah, no.
And so I'm thinking, I want a shower that has no glass in it, first of all. Sort of just a big walk-in space.
You wouldn't like ours. It's all glass. And so you really have to be comfortable with your body to have one of those. I'm
not doing it for that reason. We have hard
I don't
water.
Have friends in there with me anyway, Anita. It's like,
what did you say?
There are no friends joining me in the bathroom. So I'm okay with the glass.
But we have hard water.
I don't know. There's always people busting.
There's always
in the
traffic in Anita.
There's traffic in my house. So
well, Yvonne, let me tell you, I've had 2 of those types of showers. And
do you love it?
Loved them. I didn't do it here because this bathroom isn't,
because of your historic home.
Well, yes, because we converted what was like this little nursery for this man who was 86 and his son who was 45. The nursery was still intact.
Oh my!
little Rosemary's Baby, a little creepy. So we changed that into a bathroom. So it's not a huge space, but we did have much bigger bathrooms in our last 2 homes, and we had the same thing, very hard water. So I didn't want to, it could have been a bit more luxurious bathroom, so I didn't want to do a shower curtain, and I certainly didn't want to do the glass and be like a slave to all those watermarks.
That's exactly.
Now, my glass is coated with, there's some special coating, and so it doesn't.
We can talk about that too.
Yeah, so there are some things you can do if you have the glass. So
right, but
don't feel like you
still
can't
have to squeegee. So, but the tile door, we just made the opening, slimmer than, certainly slimmer than a door, but a comfortable width. And then, the step up and step in. So, there's a, there's a curb there, so the water's not pouring out.
Yes.
And I didn't have one of those rain head showers, but even if you did one of those,
I'd love one of those.
Yeah, I have one of those now, and it actually really does work. It doesn't get the shampoo out of my hair, which I was worried. But if I had that in the other more open shower areas, the water would have really stayed in place. So I highly recommend it.
Well, what my dream is to have one where the water squirts from the side of the wall and down from the top, and
that's what we have. We have the top and the wall.
I'm sort of lukewarm about a soaker tub because we've got this beautiful where the
you don't want a pedestal tub.
Well, where the spa is now, that's where I would put some kind of a tub, because it's jutted out and we have beautiful windows. We have 3 big windows, and eventually, if we sell the house or when we sell the house, we'll put something in there. But it's such a beautiful area. I'm thinking about hanging a mirror from the ceiling and putting my dressing table there.
Oh, well, yeah. And then I guess you could just plug it up temporarily and then put a tub in. Yeah,
well, we have 2 other bathrooms with tubs upstairs. So it's not like we're hurting for a tub if we need one.
But you might need to put it in for resale.
So
absolutely.
So that's really the benefit to a bathtub for our listeners. If you're, thinking about renovating, you are not a bath person, or you don't have the space for a bath, really down the line, resale, sometimes that's important, but it may be becoming less and less important. I remember one time when we were renting a house, we had sold a house, and we were building the house that we built right before we moved to California. And we went to rent this house. Ava was little. I was pregnant with Lara. We went through this house. It looked great. It was a great price. We only needed to rent it for like 3 months because, of course, the house wasn't done yet, and we thought it would be. So they were giving us a deal to give it for a short time. And I realized after we had signed all the contracts and settled everybody in that there was no bathtub, and Ava was only like 3. And so she wouldn't stand in the shower. So I had to take her in the shower with me.
Oh, wow.
And I was like 8.5 months pregnant. So that's a tip for you. If you're ever renting or buying a house, and you need a tub because you have kids, or you think you're going to have kids, or you think you're going to have grandchildren soon, it's good to have at least 1 tub. You don't need 5
That's
tubs.
when you get the baby pool.
Yeah.
Really? For that limited amount of time. That's right.
And then when we were building our house, the houses in our neighborhood, there's a lot of historic homes, but then also a lot of brand new ones made to look old. And a lot of the houses, they're putting in coffee bars. It's a standard thing in all the new houses here.
Oh, I just
bathroom?
Yes, well,
I've never heard of that.
No.
Yes, well, here,
and my mother said never take food or drink into the bathroom.
And these people are putting Starbucks in
I
the
know.
Yeah, pretty much. Well, but the toilet is in a separate room, so
it's in a water closet.
It's in a water closet.
Yeah, a WC.
That's a little open concept for me.
Yeah. So I said I don't want a coffee bar. So
Good
I'm kind of
choice.
with y'all. I said no, I don't want this. So I told him just leave the space empty. And I put an armoire there and this house doesn't have a linen closet, so the armoire goes in there. It just fits beautifully in there. It's got a mirror, so I've got the the full body mirror, and then it has the storage for my towels and blankets and that sort of
Anita,
thing.
that's brilliant because you got space because you would have had to have that coffee bar area somewhere. That takes up space.
It does.
So you won the space over, and you put a piece of furniture in your bathroom.
Well, that's
awesome.
Kind of my tip. If you're building, try to find a way to leave an empty space so that you can put a piece of furniture in there. I think it just really adds some some warmth to the room. Because typically
I do too.
bathrooms do not have, everything's built in. So the other thing I have next to the pedestal tub is a little table where you can put your soap or whatever, and a chair, a little French chair, of course, right?
Yeah, of
course. And it's beautiful. Make sure you put that in the show notes. It's worth seeing.
Yeah, so you can, if you've got room, put some furniture in your bathroom.
Brilliant idea.
Right, same idea like we just touched in the kitchen, making it less of a utilitarian space and more of a room. Think about it just like any other room in your house, and decorate it. And it's an important space to bring in some other softer textures and fibers, because it is all hard. You're thinking tile, glass, porcelain, the hard countertop. And, gosh, if you could swag in, I'm going to do something we have a little recessed WC that we couldn't fit a door on. And, I'm not going to have this function to come down, but I am going to swag a curtain just on a tension rod.
Up above,
to the side. Are you going to swag it to the side?
Just pull it to the side, and so it just softens it up a little bit.
This is for the guests or for you?
No, this is in our master
bathroom.
Okay.
Oh,
there's
pretty.
a little bump out which is
and
the
you
WC.
Don't have room for a door there?
No, there's no room for a door. It would bang into the shower and this and that. But so now it's delineated by being set back.
So a friend of mine, I was
That's a gorgeous idea.
She here in Texas, and she has a guest house. She's out in the country. And it's such a charming, adorable, beautiful house. But she picked out this antique door for the bathroom, and it's a hallway bathroom, not a bathroom off of a master. It is the guest house, but it ended up being about a foot too short.
Oh, no.
So there's about a foot space underneath the door, and I was looking at that thinking, I would not be able to use that bathroom.
Yeah, certainly if you have little kids, they always want to look under in the bathroom.
Oh, yeah. I mean, and it's like a foot. I mean, the dog's going to be coming in.
No wonder you're worried
Crawl
about
its way under.
Pesto pork chops over Parmesan polenta. Not that easy to say, but oh, so easy to make with Green Chef. Green Chef is the #1 meal kit company for eating well, and we have such a great deal for you. You're going to save $250. Listen on for the details on that. Green Chef makes eating well easy for any lifestyle, whether you're keto, paleo, vegan, vegetarian, gluten-free, or just looking to eat more balanced meals. We're getting into the busy holiday season, so it's a perfect time to have Green Chef help you out. Let Green Chef take the work out of eating clean this holiday season with their chef-crafted, nutritionist-approved recipes featuring fresh ingredients and nothing artificial. And you know what? You don't have to lose track of your healthy eating habits during the holidays. Every Green Chef customer gets a free session with their registered dietitians who will walk you through how to make clean eating work for you. So sign up for your free session and start on the road towards better health today. And that deal I want to tell you about, visit greenchef.com/DTT250 and use the code DTT250 for $250 off your order. So that's greenchef.com/DTT250 and use the code DTT250 for $250 off your order. Inevitably, with the new year come wellness goals. One very effective and easy-to-reach goal is to add Dose to your wellness regime. Dose is expertly formulated organic wellness shots that support your liver in one delicious drink. Formulated with ingredients clinically shown to support liver health. Potent turmeric, milk thistle, and ginger. There's 0 sugar and 0 calories. Did you know that your liver performs over 500 special functions? Since I learned all that my liver is doing, I started with Dose to support all those vital functions. I take a shot of refreshing Dose 2 times per week to combat everyday toxins from food, meds, alcohol, and unhealthy air. Since starting with Dose about a month ago, I am definitely feeling an overall improvement in my health. So if you want to give Dose a shot and invest in your health like I have, Dose is offering DTT listeners 15% off your first order, plus an additional 15% off if you subscribe for a monthly delivery. That's 30% off your first order. So go to dosedaily.co/DTT and use the code DTT. That's dosedaily.co.co/DTT DTT, and use the code DTT.
But here's another thing. If you have the space for it, make a water closet. It's wonderful. Make a private area that has your toilet in it, and it just closes. It's such a nice, I just think it's such a nice little private area.
Yeah.
And I love that idea.
And I don't like, if I can avoid looking at the toilet, I mean,
Yes.
my life's about the pretty. I just like to pretend that doesn't even exist in life. So I don't really want to look at it unless I have to.
Exactly. Okay, so we talked about the shower enclosures with tile, which, is a great idea if you've got the space. But it doesn't have to be large, and particularly if you're concerned with hard water. And there are water softeners that you can get, but that's, for another day to talk about.
Well, we have a water softener, a good one, but we go through 450 feet of limestone.
Oh,
so and our water it tastes fabulous. Like, we should literally bottle it and sell it.
Well, we actually do.
But it's still hard. It's still very hard.
We bottle that water from the farm and bring it back to the city with us. It's
because
hard water.
good.
It's very alkaline. It's full of
Oh, how interesting.
But delicious.
One of the things I want to talk about are like adding some beautiful touches. And so,
Okay, can we just wait for a second? Because we haven't finished. Let's talk about what you had mentioned. You had brought up, Anita, about the glass shower doors. Now, I just put those in literally on Christmas Eve. And because
nothing says Christmas like installing glass doors in your bathroom.
I know, isn't that great? Look, kids, shower. And
Merry
then Christmas before, it was like, look, kids, running water. I feel like the Little House on the Prairie family. But yeah, so we got it, and I was concerned about it because I've had the experience with hard water. But I am so pleased with this. It's frameless, so I did.
That's what
I love that.
Great.
Yes.
And we have
the little
hard water
clips,
here.
right?
It's not a problem.
And it's coated with this product called, and I actually had used this product myself on my tile in my former home, and what a difference it made. It's called Endura Shield.
Yeah, I think that's what we have on ours. And it works because we have hard water and there's no spots on our glass.
It works beautifully. And on the tile, when I found out about this product, it just cleaned it super, super, super well. And then I squirted it on there. And thereafter, basically all I had to do was wipe it, even though we had this super hard water.
And
how often do you have to treat it?
Well, this is the thing with the glass that came with the other one. I did it probably every 6 months, but I think you probably only had to do it once a year. You can't use really hard abrasive, like soft scrub or anything like that.
I think you can't use Windex on anything with ammonia.
Ammonia
I think removes the coating.
Good to know. Good to know, girls.
We only just wipe it down with a cloth. That's all we do.
Right, I agree. And we also, it's the, oh gosh, we don't want to shower in there because you have to squeegee. Nobody likes to squeegee. But that's what the gentleman told me. He'd been in this little glass business that did the shower doors for like 40 years. This was his advice. He came and when they installed it, get yourself a squeegee and just after your shower, just run it up and down with the squeegee. It's beautiful. It's so clean all the time, and wipe it with a microfiber cloth. Done.
Oh, okay. That's good to know. Here, I've got another tip. Let's talk about mirrors in the bathroom.
Okay.
A lot of sort of builder grade bathrooms, have those.
About the big ones with no frames.
Yes. Pull them off. I mean, it's literally.
Or put a frame around them.
Well, you can, but they still look like.
Yeah,
they've been fixed up a little. They still look
them
like
in the old house, and then just put. But be careful because sometimes if there's wallpaper in there, sometimes it didn't go behind the mirrors or the paint. So you just have to be mindful of all that.
But we pulled them off, and we just put very big mirrors over all of our sinks, and
that's one of the easiest ways to upgrade your bathroom.
Yes, and you can do the ones that are in our hallway are the more modern ones, and they are a chrome, and they're on those brackets that pull out from the wall and flip a little bit. Yeah, so, and we have those in one, but in my master, and I think we're going to just keep it. We have a gorgeous gilded mirror.
Yeah, beautiful.
And we're just going to keep it because we love that look in there. It makes it look more like it's a more elegant room.
Oh, I agree. And that's, and then we can segue right into what Anita was talking about. One thing I would like to mention is I have those mirrors that you're talking about, the ones that are on the brackets on either side. They're kind of, they stand out from the wall a little bit.
They tilt.
Right. which is also great because Peter's 6'2", and we each have our own, so you can kind of obviously they're level, but I can tilt mine down a little bit if I need to.
Sure.
But here's the thing: I had picked a set out, and my accent metal is unlacquered brass in there.
Oh, there you go.
So I found ones with the unlacquered brass brackets. You know, the pretty.
Oh,
holders.
did you?
That's pretty.
Wow.
That's right, but they were super expensive. They were about $500.
Yeah.
$439 something with shipping tax each. Now I was like,
oh my!
Like, I know I could go find 2 mirrors any place, or I probably have mirrors in my garage I could put up. So then I'm walking in Home Depot, and Moen makes the same ones. They looked exactly the same, oval shaped, which is what I wanted. They also had square. $69 each.
Unlacquered brass.
No, the brackets were silver, like chrome.
Okay.
I got a little tiny pot of metal paint, and with a little brush.
Really?
I painted them.
And they look good?
You're
and
brilliant.
They look great.
You're brilliant.
Wow.
They look great. And who's going to be touching those?
Well,
they're not going to.
Of course.
It's not going to.
Well, just with the feather
off.
duster. That's right.
Feather
Just to dust it with your feather duster.
Yeah. So that's a little tip. So I was, it probably with tax maybe $80
Fabulous
each.
tip.
Great
Fabulous
tip.
Fabulous
So that's a
tip.
way that you can use paint to kind of change the metal color.
Yeah.
Well, great. Well, can I add my tip now?
Yes,
you can
of
talk
course.
now.
I can talk now. Yay! Okay. So what if I
Speed it up, though.
All right. Look who's talking.
I know. I'm joking. That's a joke.
Oh, okay. So I love these Turkish towels, and it's not just one brand. There's so many brands, but they're thinner towels, and they're more decorative, and they usually have fringe on them. So even if you don't use them, they don't absorb as well as kind of American, good old American
Anita,
towels. But
I love that. Well, here's my thing. I have a pet peeve about towels.
Yes. What's your pet peeve?
I don't like those great big fat
you
fluffy
don't like the big
towels.
fluffy ones.
No, because I don't think it's like wrestling a bear. To get it everywhere you need to get it, so everything's absorbed.
Yeah.
Those Turkish towels are fabulous.
I love them. So they're very beautiful.
And they're beautiful.
And there are some that
thin,
are kind
right?
of the
Pretty
traditional
thin,
ones
yeah.
are thin, but I have some that are kind of a cross. So between the absorbent kind and the traditional Turkish towel, so they're more absorbent than the traditional one, but it still has that style. So
Anita, my new
beautiful.
bathroom's going to have those. That is such a good tip.
So they look beautiful, and then you can change. That's a way you can add some color if you want in your room. That's a way that you can add a little texture and a little fabric in your bathroom.
And they have they're very stylized. They have a certain look to them.
Yeah.
And I think they would fit very well in with the bathroom.
Oh, yeah.
Great
Well,
idea.
I've even used them as kind of a blanket at the foot of a bed, so
They
they're very
have a big
functional.
selection of them on Etsy because I know at some point I was really contemplating getting some, and
You need to go get some.
I didn't for whatever reason. It was kind of when we were moving here, and I was fantasizing all the things I was going to do, and I never did. Yeah, Etsy has a really nice selection, and some of them have like maybe like a stripe, almost a la grain sack look.
Yes, they do.
Yeah,
That's
really
right.
pretty. Good
With beautiful fringing on the bottom, though.
Yeah.
I do want to add one other thing, and I think it's important, like you said, to bring in some softer furnishings, maybe something upholstered or whatever, but also don't go overboard with it. Because there's I know that, bathrooms if you use powders or if you use things like that, it just sort of falls on everything.
Yeah. Yeah.
So you really have to be careful. If, like a beautiful upholstered stool or a bench or a small chair that has upholstery, that'll warm that up just enough.
Yeah, or even like a little pillow on a wooden chair or something.
Yes,
that you could
exactly.
clean it. What do you guys think about
Exactly.
plants in the bathroom, like a floor plant in a basket or such?
I think that's great if it'll stay alive.
Well, it's a great It really depends on who's watching it.
All right,
But
I
don't-
knew that was coming.
But don't they love? Don't
They
a
love
lot of
moisture.
They
plants?
like the moisture,
Yeah,
Love the
so,
humidity.
You know, if you don't get a whole lot of sunshine, or you have it in sort of a corner, maybe pick something like a fern or whatever. But if you do get some steam in your bathroom, the fern will love that, and that adds. You know, you could put it in a basket, or you could put it in a metal type of container, and that could really go a long way to making the room feel more styled and decorated rather than just utilitarian. Another thing that I did in this shower that I was talking to Yvonne about with the tiles and the new curtain, sometimes people put a little bench, or somewhere where you could put your leg up if you're shaving your legs or something like that. We didn't have anything in that space, and so I put in one of those ceramic garden stools.
Oh, that's a great idea.
What a good idea.
Great.
And we did have a niche into the wall for the shampoo, which is super important to remember to talk to your contractor or builder about if you're making a bathroom, because sometimes they don't think about that.
Right.
And let them know, buy the bottle of shampoo that you usually get. If it's a certain brand or a certain size, and let them know how big it has to be. 'Cause the last thing you wanted to do is to create this thing, and then you can't get the products you want in there.
Here's my little thing about that. My sister just recently did their master bath, and that's what they did. They have a big shower, and they put a like a indent to do that. But it's on the wall that when you look in their bathroom, you see it.
Yeah, it has
So
to be hidden if you can.
Yeah, it has to be the wall. If there's a part of a wall or something that that is facing the opposite way, that you're not going to look in and look at it.
Right. It's not your direct sight. It's off to the side.
We were even thinking they now have these dispensers that literally you build into your wall.
Yeah, sometimes if you go to like a spa place or something like that, or a hotel, sometimes they have that.
And I was thinking that would be a great option because, Bobby and I use the same shampoo and conditioner, and I just like to sometimes use the in the shower body lotion, and that would be perfect for that.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
And it would look nice.
So, another way to add kind of some fabric and interest to your room, and also it's very functional, is to hang just those fluffy white bathrobes like they have at the hotels.
Oh, yes.
Everybody loves my girls. Every time we go to a hotel, they die.
Now, is this a show bathrobe, or is it one you actually use?
Well, I don't. There's
show robe.
them.
Kevin, are you wearing the show robe?
So I was in somebody's house recently, and I realized I heard that in my head, Yvonne saying, "Is that a show towel or retowel? Or a real towel?" And so I'm looking around the bathroom for what towel am I really supposed to use here? I was so confused.
Use your pants. In doubt.
Don't mess with the show towels.
So no, we use them, but we got them monogrammed, and so you kind of feel like
Oh,
it's
how
such a
pretty.
luxury. See, it feels so luxurious, but it's just a robe in your bathroom. See?
Well, this is so cute. I have those in a couple of my guest bedrooms, but because we're a blogger, really they were for photographic purposes.
So yours were show robes.
Show robes. But my sweet, very pregnant daughter-in-law, we were all together this past weekend, and so we have like a house of people, a baby, dogs, and she came down in my show robe.
Oh my!
She looked so cute.
Oh.
And I'm thinking, because she's pregnant and she has it tied, and she's just like really thin anyway, but she looks so precious. And I thought, I'll never have show robes again. They are meant to be used because people look so nice in them. And she was the first one to wear
if
it.
You get the white, if they get dirt, you just bleach them.
Absolutely.
So,
but I thought, Yvonne, why were they just sitting there? Look how precious she looks.
Well, and I kind of had fun shopping for a really cool hook to hang the robes on, and I found these. Actually, the ones I used, I found at Anthropology, but they're like brass Scotty dogs. They're really big.
Oh, yeah.
And they're so cute. So, I mean, that's another way to add some charm.
These little designer touches, we'll call them.
Yes.
They really make a place, especially in a bathroom, because a bathroom, again, has so much hard space to it. So, adding cute knobs or, like you said, those Scotty hangers, something like that, just they'll call attention to themselves
Well, that's right. I mean, I think
and make it so personal. Mm-hmm.
I mean, you're going to have to buy a hook anyway, a robe hook anyway, if you're hanging up your robe. Why not get something really decorative that's fun? And when you look at it, every day when you look at it, you smile. So that's kind of my
Anita,
philosophy.
talk about your trays.
Well, I love Florentine trays. So that's something that I do put in my bathroom are some Florentine or just some gold wood trays. Just kind of adds a little bit of sparkle. And I always like kind of taking a formal room and taking it down to be more casual, or taking something like a utilitarian room like a bathroom and elevating it. So I do like to put in some nice trays. And then one of my favorite ways to, favorite tissue boxes to use are these Florentine trays that are made in Italy. They're gold. They're kind of, usually the paint's kind of chipped off a bit. They're vintage. And
The Florentine tissue boxes.
Tissue boxes.
Tissue boxes, yeah, they open up, but they're 50 years old or whatever.
Green Chef is a delicious delight any time of year, but especially during the holidays. What a wonderful vision to behold as the Green Chef boxes on your doorstep. Green Chef is the #1 meal kit for eating well. And it makes eating well so easy with plans to fit every lifestyle, whether you're keto, paleo, vegan, vegetarian, gluten-free, or just looking to eat a more balanced diet. So let Green Chef take the work out of eating clean this holiday season. And if you've got guests coming, shop Green Bundles. They're now available at the Green Market. It's your one-stop shop for nutritious grab-and-go breakfast, including vegan options, brunch kits, wholesome lunches, ready-to-eat snacks, veggie sides, and more. You can feel your best this December and do your best with Green Chef because they offset 100% of the delivery emissions as well as 100% of the plastic in every box. Go to greenchef.com/60DTT and use the code 60DTT and get 60% off plus 20% off your next 2 months. greenchef.com/60DTT and use the code 60DTT to get 60% off plus 20% off your next 2 months. Go ahead, clean out your closet, then head straight to Quince. I love every item Quince offers, from wardrobe to decor, and I can really recommend their Ultra Stretch Super Wide Leg Pant at $49.90. The price is unbeatable, and the look is so flattering. It keeps you in on top and flares out of the bottom. Everything feels right with Quince. The price, the quality, and the sustainability. Quince offers a range of luxury wardrobe and home goods at prices within reach. And like Quince's clothing, their home goods are priced 50 to 80% less than similar brands. Quince only works with factories that use safe, ethical, and responsible manufacturing practices, along with premium fabrics and finishes. Once you've cleaned out your closet and refreshed with Quince, you can also add something to your home decor. So give your wardrobe and your home the refresh it needs with Quince. Go to quince.com/DTT to get free shipping and 365-day returns on your next order. That's Quince, QUINCE.com/DTT for free shipping and 365-day returns. Quince.com/DTT. And let me know how you love those pants. Yeah, I have a post all about Florentine because I love to find out about these different things.
Yeah,
wow.
Yes.
So I'll pop that in the show notes.
Yeah, I love Florentine, and I do collect it a little bit. So I end up selling my overflow, but in my shop. So
Girls, before we go, can I ask a question? Ask your advice, actually.
Yeah.
Soaker tub, pedestal tub, what do you think?
Oh.
Pedestal tub for me, that's what I've got, and I love it. It's beautiful, and I love it.
We had I had the same tub as you in my former house, the one we just moved from, and I did love it, and the girls used it a lot. Now I have the tub that was originally in the house, and I had it refinished.
Oh, is it a pedestal?
It's a clawfoot.
Oh,
okay.
Nice. Oh, yeah, we've got the clawfoot too in another room, another bathroom. Okay, is there anything else? Because I wanted to get to a listener email.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Tell us about that. Surprise us with that. Yeah.
All right, so I'm going to read this email I got, and we get so many wonderful emails.
And thank you.
Thank you so much for sending these. And I'm going to read this. This is from Chris.
Hey, Chris.
And she says, Anita, yes, my French enamel pitcher arrived today, and I love it. She had bought something from my shop. I also am addicted to your new podcast.
Woohoo, Chris!
I know. It's such fun.
Good taste,
to be
girl.
A silent partner. And you know what? You don't have to be silent. You can talk to us.
Yeah, why don't you call us, Chris?
Yes, call us.
And you've emailed us. Thank you.
Yeah, you can be. So she says it's such fun to be a silent partner in your lively decorating conversations with Kelly and Yvonne. No one I know shares my passion for the modern farmhouse look. We built a new house a couple of years ago on a family farm in western Kentucky, about 2.5 hours from our full-time home in Louisville.
Oh,
Your
good
book
for them.
and blog provided so many helpful tips and inspiration. I couldn't have done it without you. I've attached a photo of the new house with the original farmhouse in the background, and it's so charming, I have to tell you.
So pretty, huh?
Yes.
Oh, I can't wait.
So anyway, so she says we've explored renovating the old house, but aren't Chip and Joanna. It would have been a money pit. So anyway, she shows a picture of her beautiful home. So thank you so much. And so she says, she ends the letter with, just want to let you know how many of your fans are following your blog and podcast. Thanks for all you do to bring professionalism to our home design ideas.
Oh, thanks, Chris.
Oh,
That
how
was so
sweet.
We
Oh,
love you,
yeah.
Chris.
You made our day. Thank you so much.
Seriously, we love to hear not only from our readers, but we love to hear from our listeners too.
Oh, yeah. So, we do what Chris did. Email us, call us, ask us questions, give us suggestions.
And send in your pictures. She
join
sent
in.
beautiful pictures, so send them in. We love to see them. So remember, we're here to inspire you to create a beautiful home.
Hey there. If you're loving our podcast like we're loving our podcast, we would love you to rate and review us. Head to iTunes to do that. It's easy and it would mean so much to us.